صحيح حسبنallahu wa ni'mal wakil. قالها إبراهيم عليه السلام حين ألقي في النار، وقالها محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم حين قالوا له إن الناس قد جمعوا لكم فاخشوهم فزادهم إيمانا. Allah alone is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs for us, was said by Ibrahim alayhi salam when he was thrown into the fire. And it was said by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when they, the hypocrites, said, verily the people, the pagans, have gathered against you a great army. Therefore fear them, but they only increase them in faith. This is in Bukhari. Now, and Nasai as well. This word, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was thrown into the fire, you know Ibrahim alayhi salam what he did, right? He destroyed all the idols. He destroyed all the idols and he left the biggest one. And he placed the axe on its shoulder. And they came, who did this? He said, ask him. He wanted them to think. And they were about to believe. But the shaitan immediately came in between and said, don't allow this child, this boy, this man to mislead you. Do something to defend your gods. And what they did, they set fire. And the fire was so huge, so much so that they could not get closer to it to throw him. So they had to think of an idea how to throw him into the fire. And they used and designed the catapult. And they threw him with the catapult. The catapult is a tool that they used in the past to throw stones, to destroy castles, and like the rockets today. You know the sling? That is the catapult. So they threw him through this tool, and when they threw him, he said, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. That's what Ibrahim said. Allah is sufficient for me. Immediately Allah issued the command to the fire. قُلْنَا يَا نَارُ كُونِي بَرْدًا وَسَلَامًا عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Oh, you fire, be cool, pleasant, nice to our servant Ibrahim. So Ibrahim was inside the fire and the fire didn't burn him. Are you following? This is what happened. Not as mentioned in one fabricated hadith. You might have heard it. There's a fabricated hadith. They said when Ibrahim was in the air before landing into the fire, an angel came to him and said, any help? Do you need any help? And they said, Ibrahim told him, from you not. And from Allah, He knows my situation. Have you heard this hadith? This is fabricated. It's not true. What Ibrahim said, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for us. The same thing the Prophet ﷺ and the mu'mineen said. You know, after the battle of Uhud, the Prophet ﷺ told the Sahaba, we have to chase the enemy, the mushriks. Though the Sahaba, their bodies were full of wounds, he said we have to follow them, to chase them, so they should not come back. The hypocrites in Medina, they wanted to weaken the spirit of the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba. So they told them, actually, Quraysh now are regrouping themselves. And they are gathering a great army to attack you again. So the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba, they said, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for us. And they chased them, and Quraysh carried on, and they went to Makkah. So this is the tawakkul, my dear brothers and sisters. You put your trust in Allah.